What's up, warriors? Coach Laura here, former two-time world kickboxing champion. And in this video, we're talking about sparring. So whether you're new to sparring or you're still unsure about getting in the ring, I'm going to break down 5 of the most common sparring mistakes and, more importantly, how to fix them. Stay tuned. All right, first things first, we're going to talk about over-committing to every single strike. It's unnecessary to throw haymakers, power kicks, really over-committing to every single strike. And sure, it's going to lead to counters. So you say you're throwing a overcommitment, your partner or your competitor is going to see that you're going to be doing this all the time. Just going to parry and then counter back. So you're setting up yourself to get hit with a bunch of counters. So you don't need to overcommit and lean for every shot at all. Okay, it's going to set you off balance. You're not going to learn how to recover properly. So I'm throwing a super big right cross, I'm off balance, and I can't come back to my stance and protect myself. So the first thing is over committing. All right, so you don't want to do that. So here on the back, I'm just going to go boom, right? I'm not in a good posture, I'm not in a good stance, and my weight is all going forward. I want to make sure that when I'm punching, boom, I'm punching properly with good technique. I'm stepping up and I'm not reaching, not overcommitting so that I can recover. I'm not going to get hit with a bunch of counters because I'm resetting and getting back out of my range. Okay, that's the first thing. Don't overcommit to every single strike. Second thing is not controlling the distance. So you're too close and you're fighting in this range, and no, you're too far and you can't reach. Okay, so you got to control your range. Okay, so if you really are too close and you're not throwing anything and you just stood on that center line, you're likely to get clinched. Okay, and so you don't want to be in this position unless you love the clinch. But personally, you don't want to be in the clinch, right? It's only when you're exhausted or you're injured that you're in the clinch and you're holding on. Okay, you're gonna get countered. You're gonna get kneed. Okay, you're just gonna be like clinch, knee, all kinds of stuff going on in the clinch. You don't want to be in that position. So keep your range. Don't get too close. That's where your sneaky jab hand, right? Your range finder comes in handy. So I hope you've been practicing those drills that I made. Yeah, and too far away, you just honestly, if you're too far away, they're just gonna keep walking at you, and you're just gonna get walked down. Okay, so you're gonna get walked down, and you're gonna end up on the ropes in the corner, and it's not a good place to be in. Okay, so don't be out of range, circling out, using your footwork, stepping and pivoting. Okay, using your jab, your range finder. Okay, stepping off, circling out that person. Okay, moving around. Never ever just go back. Always circle out, go around them. You don't want to end up on the ropes. So a good little footwork drill. Watch this. To practice getting off the center line without being walked back, all you're going to do is you see the jabs come in, you're going to step off the center line with your lead leg, and you're going to take your back leg and you're going to pivot out. So now I'm on the side and I've cut this angle and my opponent is here. Okay, so you just have to keep practicing stepping off that center line. So step and pivot, keeping those hands up. And it goes the other way too, so this time you end up stepping with your right leg, step and pivot. And now I'm on the side of them, okay, and I'm in southpaw. So we're going to come back. So we're going to go step, pivot, okay. You want to circle out, we're just going to step, circle, circle. Or we're going to go circle, circle, circle. Even if we're going back, we can still step and pivot, right? We're going back, we step and pivot. Okay, so practice that little drill. That'll help you with controlling your distance in a competition in the ring, okay? Always circle or step and pivot, okay? Shifting your weight back and forth, keeping your hands up, okay? I hope that drill helps. Moving on to number 3, feeling under pressure, okay? So when we feel pressured, we have to remember to breathe consciously, okay? So breathing consciously when you're getting like punched in the face and all that pressure of someone attacking you is very difficult, right? So this is why you have to do it in the gym. You have to practice it, okay, with your training partner. You have to have them pummel you, into the corner of the ring or into the wall, onto the back of the mat. What you have to do as soon as this is happening is consciously breathe. right? So you're going to be breathing in, breathing out. The ideal for me personally is when I'm tired or feeling under pressure, overwhelmed, is 5, breathe, 5 seconds in, 5 seconds out. Now, if that is too much for you, just focus on breathing in as much as you can and out as much as you can. Keeping your hands up. The best thing to do when you're being pumped is shell up, right? Hands go up, really kind of like hands cover your head, elbows come in, and you're shelling up, and maybe you're on the ring, getting your breath back, you're getting your awareness back, you're getting some recovery in, while then you can unload when they think that you've got nothing left. You can then be up, right? Pull some knees in, off the ring, off the ropes. But the number one thing is to breathe consciously. A good way to do this is get your partner to consciously pummel you in the ring. Just keep throwing, not like heavy 100% boxing at you or kicks, 30%, bum, 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 a barrage of punches, not stopping, kicking, boom, making you think about what you're doing, okay, and then focus on your breathing when you feel under pressure, because you know you're in a safe space, you're in a safe zone, you're at your gym, you're with your training buddies, you're with your team. It's a safe space to practice consciously breathing. Even when you're at home, consciously breathe. Sit down, make it a quiet space, focus on your breathing. This is the number one thing that fighters don't do, because I don't know why. It's the number one thing that will help you breathe consciously. And number 4, always going first. Okay, you get in the ring, you're with your training partner, and you're just kind of like both dancing, not really throwing anything. No one wants to go first. Okay, so you go first, right? Because you can't wait. I'm kidding. Always think about what you're doing. If you're not going first all the time, that's okay. You don't have to go first, because the other person is going to know that you're going to go first, because you telegraph it, because you do it every time. So it's your set. It's your thing that you do. So what you want to make sure that you do is you have them hit you, right? So you get into their range and make them throw something at you, right? It's a sneaky way to get them to do what you want. It's like chess. You move to a position to have your other person move where you want them to do, and then you counter, right? It's the same with fighting. So if I want someone to kick me in my body, right, to throw a body kick, I'm just going to kind of lift my arm up, okay? And then I'm going to pretend I'm going to throw a kick. And I guarantee they'll probably throw a kick because they think I'm going to do it. So you go, oh, I can throw a kick. Boom. And then you throw that kick. What you're going to do is you're going to catch it and you can sweep, okay? Or I want them to punch me in the face. So I pretend that I'm kind of like, stick my head out a little bit, kind of drop my hands a little bit. And then you throw the jab and a parry, jab, okay? So you just set them up. Don't always go first. Make them hit you by getting into range for them, or goading them and being like, you can kick me here. I'm just going to drop my hands. Right? Get them to do what you want, and you can parry and counter. Okay, so don't always go first. Number 5, ignoring defense after striking. So this is a great thing. I see it all the time, especially with new people. They're sparring, boom, 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 and they crack, boom, and they land a good shot on their partner. And they're so in admiration for them landing that one jab, that shot that they go, whoa, did you see that? And then next thing, whack, they get cracked. Because their partner didn't get affected by the jab. Or they did, and they shook it off. And because you weren't paying attention, you were admiring what you did, you got cracked. Okay? You see it all the time in like long distance running or running races, and they're running across the finish line and they're like, oh, I'm winning, I've won. And they slow down, and then whoop, someone else wins. Because you stopped and you're admiring your handiwork. Never, ever do that. Always crack, reset, and then defend. Because I guarantee it, it takes a lot to get knocked out by someone. It takes a lot to knock someone out. It's not just like you're just going to clip them and they're just going to go down. Because they've been used to taking shots. Okay, it takes a few goes. So this is what you can do. In your class, in your sparring class, with your partner, you're going to do your combo. And then you're going to set up a few preset defenses off your combo. So let's say you're going to go 1, 2, hook, kick, and then you're going to go jack, cover, cover. Okay, so 1, 2, hook, body kick, jack, cover, cover, cover. Okay, so you're drilling into yourself to reset and defend. I promise you, this little thing will save you a concussion, maybe, or save you the fight because you weren't admiring your handiwork that landed, right? Always be humble. Never be a show off. Never be like, yeah, look, I just did that. Because I guarantee you, there's always going to be someone bigger, better, faster. Okay, so never, ever celebrate too soon.